Fuck this road. I hate it when it's bumpy and I don't expect it to be bumpy. It's so annoying. Oh my goodness, I just felt high. Have you ever experienced that? Where you just like look at a light and you're like, whoa, what just happened? Oh, that. That mental illness thing. It's doing its little dance. It's awesome though. I like the dance. Dude, I think it's official. 2 fucking months without marijuana. 60 days, baby, 60 days. Not that I'm counting. It's just something I noticed. Dude, everybody was high tonight. Everybody was drunk. CJ was walking around passing out alcohol. Like, I'm pretty sure that every single person in that bar was drunk but me. Okay? Such a good time. But I had a better time than anybody because I had cowbell. They don't have cowbell. They eat cowbell and they wouldn't have to do that. Dude, that cowbell was fun. Like, I've seriously never had so much fun doing a stand-up open mic. And I did my joke. I did my one joke that I was like, that's a risk. And I mean, it really wasn't that much of a risk. I mean, CJ fucking loved it. But they got it. It was my invisible melanin joke. Because, like, you don't know how black people are going to take that shit. Sometimes they get a little overly sensitive and they're like, what do you know about being black? I'm like, what do you know about thinking that you're black? But you're not, you know? You don't know shit about that. You don't know how hard life is until you grow up in a predominantly white suburb and you go to a predominantly white school and you can't tell anybody that you actually have melanin in your skin, okay? You can't tell anybody. They can't see it. They can't see it because it's glowing in the dark. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate, you know, when you go out into the light. But I'm pretty sure the people in public school picked that shit up, though, because the way they treated me. You know, so it's like I always felt like a minority. I mean, I am a minority. I'm like, what, 6% of the population? If you're crazy, like if you're in like the cluster A personality type, like if you're more schizophrenia, like that's like the ultimate minority. So I can fight them on that shit. So at least you weren't thrown into a gas chamber all because you were fucking crazy. I mean, you're enslaved and shit. That sucks too. Like, we really should just get into like a contest. I mean, that's what people want to do anyway. Why don't we just make that funny? Maybe that's the solution. All these issues, you just gotta make them funny. But people don't want to laugh because they're too uptight about a lot of this stuff, you know? But that's why I film the stuff that I do, just to show how people aren't like that. There are still plenty of people in the world that just want to laugh and have a good time and hang out with people regardless of how they look and regardless of how different their background might be. You know, that's the whole point of comedy, is to like show people where you're coming from. Make people care about you. When naturally they might not care about you. They probably don't. But that's such a beautiful thing about art. But that's why comedy is the most pure of all the art forms, because it's like just straight up, this is my world. This is my world. This is who I am. This is what I believe. And I'm letting you in. So, fuck yeah, of course I'd be good at that shit. You know? I have no choice but to be funny. I have no choice but to do what I do. I have no choice but to talk your ear off. You're gonna need duct tape and Gorilla Glue. That'll be entertaining, and I promise that everything I say will be pertaining to something really interesting and really fundamental. You'll say I'm mental, and you're not wrong, you're not wrong. But everybody in our society, well, you shouldn't generalize now. Okay. Mostly everybody in our society about everything, 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 and I'm gonna sing my little heart out for them. Cause I'll be totally honest, all I wanna do is rip them a new asshole or two, or three, or four, or five, and many more. Shitter rhymes with quitter, rhymes with slitter, as in slit your wrist. You're not alive, you just exist. Slitter as in slit your wrist, slitter as in slit your wrist. You're not alive, you just exist. Nobody would miss anything you say or do. What do? That's what you do. That's all you do. And there are really, really smart people on Slitter, but I lose respect for them when I see them. Sleet. I don't know if you can say that. I've been saying twat. Tweet twat. Twatter. Twitter twatter. You twatted. There's so many good jokes that you can make about that horrific website. You know what's really sad about it too is that it could have been such a good thing. I mean, if you know how to use it right, it's a great thing. I mean, I know how to use it right because I'm not on it. I don't use it like I don't have what do you call it? Account. I don't have an account. That's right. She's right. I don't have an account, but I know how to use it for research. I know how to use it for humor. To Taney McGrath. Hold on one second. We gotta turn up here. I hate doing this to you, Vortex. But I know you wanted to see the steering wheel once again. I know you were missing it. But yeah, man. If you use it to do roundabout research, something that I highly encourage, because roundabout research is like the best research you could possibly do. It's where you look at all the information. You look at all the information, and it's sort of like you spy on people. Because people don't realize how much they're actually telling on themselves. And because of that, you can catch people in the act. Not that you can do anything about it, not that anything will ever change, but you can feel good about yourself because you know how to use Twitter right. But, yeah, I mean, there's the people that are funny and, you know, they say stuff that's interesting and, you know, like Hotep Jesus. I can't talk him up enough. But it's like if you're using it to like promote something positive that you're putting out there into the world, that's one thing. Most people are not doing that. Most people are just using it to tear other people apart. And what's funny about it is the only person they're really screwing up is themselves. That's the joke. And that's sad that you know, these people have no self-awareness whatsoever. They have no idea like what they're really doing to themselves. It's just like, it reminds me of something I heard in Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, like resentment is drinking poison hoping that the other person dies. I feel like that's exactly what people do on Twitter. And you know, I'm not saying that they don't cancel people and it doesn't fuck with people's lives somewhat, but it's so stupid, it's so petty. You know, people that complain about like, oh, you're harassing me or whatever the fuck. It's like, on Twitter, really? Online bullying? What the hell is that? It's like you're bullying somebody behind a screen? How is that bullying? I'm sorry, but it's like, do you have any idea how many people have told me to kill myself and shit? I've been told to kill myself. I've been told that my videos are proof that God is dead. I've been told that I'm the enemy of God. I know they're saying that just to fuck with me. Yeah, man, that must have been Satan telling that piece of shit to tweet you. Like, it feels like a fucking tweet. It's not a tweet, but people send me messages like that on the YouTube. It is like, you know, social networking sites, like people, you know, nagging at you and trying to get you to stop doing what you're doing because they don't understand it or they don't agree with it or whatever. You know, you just gotta ignore those people. I always say thank you. Sometimes I subscribe to their channel. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, you know? Because these people aren't worth it anyway. They're not people. They feel the need to make a snide remark like that. That's one of the reasons why I stopped doing that. Like, I stopped saying anything negative on the internet. And I'm pretty good at like impulse control as far as that's concerned, but every once in a while I'd slip up and just say something. And every time I did, I'd regret it. Because sure enough, there'd be somebody else within the hour that would come up with an even snidder remark for me, you know, because that's how this world works. It's just fucking pissing contests, you know. And it's like, you could take yourself out of that shit too. You're like, you know what, I'm not gonna pee tonight. I'm not gonna do that. Y'all have fun peeing. I'm not doing that. You should write that down, that's funny. Y'all have fun peeing. Here, do you want some beer? You want some tea? How about some coffee? That's a good diuretic. Is that what it is? Diuretic? Yeah. Damn, I'm so late.